You're not broke because you're lazy. You're not broke because you're unskilled. And you're definitely not broke because you were born to be broke. You're broke because your environment is keeping you there. And until you see it, until you understand it, until you have the courage to change it, you will keep reliving the same year over and over, calling it a life. The silent trap you don't see your environment is not just your home. It's not just the people you live with. It's everything you see, hear, feel, and absorb every day. It's the conversations you hear. It's the habits you witness. It's the standards you're surrounded by. And here's the dangerous part: your environment works quietly. It doesn't shout at you, it whispers. This is just the way things are. Nobody gets rich around here. People like us can't do that. And the more you hear it, the more you believe it. Not because it's true, but because it's normal. Your environment shapes your identity. You've heard it before. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But it's bigger than just people. Your physical space, your digital feed, your daily routines, they all form your identity. If everyone around you complains about bills, you'll think money is always a struggle. If everyone spends recklessly, you'll normalize bad financial habits. If everyone mocks people chasing success, you'll shrink your dreams to fit in. Your environment doesn't just influence you, it programs you. And over time, you stop questioning the program. Normal is dangerous. The most dangerous thing about a poor environment is that it makes mediocrity feel safe. If it's normal for your friends to skip opportunities, blow money on weekends, avoid self-education, laugh at ambitious people, you'll either do the same or feel like an outsider. And here's the truth. Most people would rather stay broke together than get rich alone. That's why breaking free from a poor environment feels so lonely at first, but it's also why it's necessary. Energy is contagious. We think money is about numbers, but it's also about energy. Spend enough time around negative, cynical, lazy energy, it will infect you. Your ambition will shrink. Your belief in yourself will fade. But spend time around driven, disciplined, focused energy and you'll rise. You'll think bigger. You'll act sharper. You'll expect more from yourself. Your bank account is often a reflection of the energy you allow around you. The poverty mindset virus, a poor environment carries a virus, the poverty mindset. It sounds like the system is against us. Rich people are greedy. It's all luck. Why bother trying? This mindset kills ambition before it's born. And the worst part? If you hear it every day, you won't even notice it's not yours. You'll think those thoughts are your own. Changing your life starts with recognizing not every thought in your head belongs to you. Some were planted there by your environment. Change the room or change the room. If you're the most ambitious person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You have 2 options. 1, change the room, raise the standards in your current environment, introduce new conversations, bring in better habits. 2, change rooms entirely, find people and spaces where success is normal, not rare. Both require courage. Both will feel uncomfortable, but comfort is the reason most people stay broke. Your digital environment is just as real. We often forget. Our phones are part of our environment. If your feed is full of gossip, arguments, and mindless entertainment, you are voluntarily carrying a broke environment in your pocket. You check it in the morning, you check it before bed. You feed your brain junk food every single day, then wonder why you don't feel inspired. Clean your digital space. Unfollow what drains you. Follow what challenges and inspires you. Replace noise with knowledge. The cost of staying the same: every day you stay in a toxic environment, you're paying a hidden price. It's not just money you're losing, it's time. And time is more expensive than money. Stay in the same place with the same people doing the same things, and in 5 years, you'll still be there. Maybe a little older, maybe a little more tired, but not richer, not freer. The cost of not changing your environment is your future. Your environment is your mirror. Your environment reflects you back to yourself. If you live in clutter, chaos, and constant distraction, you'll feel cluttered, chaotic, and distracted. If you live in a space of order, focus, and inspiration, you'll start to act with order, focus, and inspiration. Look around you right now, your room, your home, your workspace. Ask yourself, does this space inspire me? Does it remind me of my goals? Does it make me feel like a person on the rise? If the answer is no, you've just identified part of the reason you feel stuck. People are environments too. We talk about places when we say environment, but the truth is, people are environments. Some people are like sunlight. They energize you, make you feel alive, push you to grow. Others are like shade cold, draining, keeping you from blooming. Every conversation is either a deposit or a withdrawal from your mental bank. Who are you letting deposit belief, encouragement, and ideas into you. And who's constantly withdrawing your hope, energy, and motivation? It's not cruel to distance yourself from people who keep you broke. It's necessary. Why leaving feels wrong, one of the hardest parts of changing your environment is the guilt. You'll feel like you're abandoning people. You'll worry they'll think you're too good for them. You'll hear them say, "You've changed." And here's the truth. You have to change. Staying the same to make other people comfortable is the fastest way to kill your own dreams. You can still love people from a distance. You can still care without sharing the same limitations. Build microenvironments. If you can't completely change your surroundings overnight, start by creating pockets of growth. A desk corner with only your laptop, a notebook, and a motivational book. A 30-minute daily walk without your phone to clear your mind. A playlist of empowering speeches to listen to on the way to work. These microenvironments start to train your brain for focus and growth, even if the rest of your world hasn't caught up yet. Audit your inputs. What you consume shapes what you create. If you watch negative news all day, your conversations will be about fear. If you binge gossip content, your thinking will be about drama. If you consume growth content, your brain will think about opportunity. Your environment isn't just physical, it's informational. Guard your inputs like your wealth depends on it, because it does. The poverty patterns around you. Sometimes it's not even people's words that keep you broke, it's their patterns. Spending the moment they get money, avoiding responsibility until crisis hits, talking more than doing, laughing at ambition instead of learning from it. If these patterns surround you long enough, they'll feel normal. And normal is the enemy of next level. Create a success bubble. Before your external environment changes, create an internal bubble. Read books that stretch your thinking. Watch people living the life you want, not to envy them, but to learn. Keep your goals visible on a wall, a mirror, a phone background. Your environment may still be broke, but your mind doesn't have to be. And once your mind shifts, your physical environment will follow. The courage to outgrow, you will outgrow people. You will outgrow places. You will outgrow habits. That's not arrogance, that's evolution. The seed doesn't apologize to the soil when it grows into a tree. It's what it's meant to do. If you've been planted in rocky ground, you owe it to yourself to find richer soil. Money needs a place to land. Opportunity avoids chaos. If your life is messy, disorganized, filled with low standard energy, don't be surprised when big opportunities pass you by. They can't see a landing strip. Wealth needs structure. It needs systems. It needs an environment where it can grow, not one that chokes it. Clean your space. Organize your schedule. Upgrade your environment before the money comes, so when it arrives, it stays. Replace, don't just remove. If you cut out negative people, places, and habits, but don't replace them with better ones, you'll drift back into the same old patterns. Replace gossip with growth conversations. Replace wasteful spending with strategic investing. Replace lazy hangouts with skill-building meetups. Don't just run from the bad, run toward the better. Rich environments don't just happen. You'll never accidentally end up surrounded by winners. It's a deliberate choice. Seek them out. Join mastermind groups. Attend workshops. Follow mentors online. Volunteer in places where ambitious people gather. Be willing to be the least experienced person in the room. That's where you'll grow fastest. Your life is a product of your standards. At the core of your environment is your standard. Your standard decides who you allow close to you, what you tolerate in your space, how much mediocrity you accept. If you raise your standard, you raise your environment. And when you raise your environment, you raise your life.